Chris Joslin is a beast.
When you think of gaps, the first person you think of is Chris Joslin.
Chris just like, I'm gonna attack this gap like I'm getting shot out of a cannon.
Chris Joslin,
How old is this kid?
the rookie taking over the top spot.
If that dude sees grip tape, he is going to try to roll away.
When I see Joslin skate, I know that there's a dark side.
I'm from Hawaiian Gardens, California, born and raised. It can be crazy at times, you know, with the bars on the window and the cop sirens here and there, and you hear about people getting shot and this and that. It just seems like it's surrounding you. You get to a point where you're just kind of like immune to it in a way. My dad wasn't around. I actually had never met him. He was shot and killed while under the influence of methamphetamine. My mom got sober when I was about 3 years old. She had to be in a rehab, so my grandma took me in. So, yeah, as far back as I know, my grandma's always been my mom.
This is when we had the good times. This is when he first started skating. Raising Chris, the most important was everything. I wanted him to succeed. I wanted him to be happy. I wanted his safety. I kept him home a lot. It was really rough. The gang started when the kids were 8 or 9 years old. Chris was headed across the street to do some skating. And these gangs was throwing rocks at each other, and they missed each other, and they hit Chris underneath the eye. And that's when I decided we're going to skate park. And we would do that every day that I possibly could.
I'd always remember my grandma taking me to the skate park. My grandma would film me and let me do my thing. It was kind of like my little getaway.
I've seen him at the skate park before I even knew who he was. When he was just a tiny little kid, seriously crushing the skate park. He would skate the pyramid all the way over the top into flat. Like, you could tell he loved jumping.
I wasn't strong enough in the legs to get my board off the ground very high, so a solid amount of the tricks I learned were off something. When I was about 12 years old, that was the first time I'd ever left the skate park to go filming. Yeah, I guess once you leave the skate park and you know of all these iconic spots, you want to start hitting them. So once I started going out in the streets and filming, I guess that's what kind of caught people's eye a little bit better, and started getting hooked up with boards and wheels, and yeah, that was just kind of a whole new ball game for me.
Oh my God!
So I wanted to go to Rincon, the famous 4 block in San Diego, going to those landmarks. That was something that would help get you noticed. I just back 3'd it twice. Started trying the back 360 kickflip. On the 16th try, I was able to roll away. He kind of just came out of nowhere. Oh man, I don't know who this kid is. Not many people do. His style's insane. And then all of a sudden it was like, we should probably get this guy on Plan B. The rest is history.
His next couple years, he just went all in. He went pretty much 0 to 100.
Got on Plan B, started filming. Little did I know I would have a part in the Be True video.
One of the best parts to go down in history.
Here's a 2-song part, enjoy. This is Chris Joslin. His Be True part just kind of shook the world. It was unreal. The tray flip down Davis Gap was unheard of. Joslin's formula for skating big obstacles is different from every other street skateboarder. He's not looking at top to bottom. He's looking at just length. Calculates how fast he would have to do that on flat ground. That's why when you see his tricks, he's catching those tray flips at the top and then carrying them down.
Once you actually do a trick there and you kind of etch your name into that spot, it's not going anywhere. Like you are cemented in history of skateboarding as the dude that did the tray flip down Davis Gap.
So after Be True, I got on ETNIES.
After filming that gnarly Plan B part, he banged out an ETNIES part in like 3 weeks.
When Chris went after something to do it, he did it. He didn't let anybody or anything stop him. He always wanted to be a pro, and he did it.
I turned pro shortly after the ETNIES part. A lot of stuff happened real quick. I didn't really feel like slowing down. At the time, it was just skate, 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 skate. Things really took off, and it was a busy time in my life, I'd say. Contest, film, being on trips with all these skaters. We're getting tricks, and it's just good times. Lots of reasons to celebrate. Yeah, things got a little tough at that point.
Me and Chris have like become really good friends. We're on the road now, and we're traveling a lot, and we're partying because it was fun. He's popping off as a young kid in the world he wants to be known in, which is skateboarding. He's finally getting paid. He's going on trips, just on top of the world, really. We would drink together, and then we would still be getting tricks. But then it would take it to the point of like, we didn't stop drinking.
At the time, you see it way more as like you're just having fun, living the life on the road with the bros. And
sorry, whoever's beer I stole.
You don't really see what it's doing to you until you realize like all the things you lost out on or the things that you forgot. People are telling you about all these things that happened and you can't remember them. I wasn't even skating for myself anymore. I was skating for the celebration factor. Looking at them as like older brothers, they were always so intrigued at my skating. That attention really attracts you, and so you want to like do whatever it takes to keep that attention coming. Personally, for me, it was like not having that father figure. That almost kind of drove my skating in a way, to the point where like I'd want to land a trick just to get that attention, just to get that celebration, just to go have a drink. Yeah, so I really like grabbed a hold of that.
A lot of his really close friends and team managers started having little talks with him here and there. Definitely what helped was Ryan cleaning up as well.
We both knew we were drinking too much. We knew it. Like, I ended up having to go to rehab. Mine was really bad. I think Joslin caught it before it got too bad.
Had things kept going the way they were going, could have lost more than what I did. You can go down the wrong path, you can go down the right path, and thankfully I went down the right path. In 2016, my daughter was born and things kind of got a little more serious. She has also changed my life, probably just as much as skateboarding. Definitely gives me more of a feeling of I need to be responsible.
He wants to provide the best kind of life for her. The family that he never really had is what he is creating for London. Not only was he already motivated, now he's extra motivated.
There's a real famous quote, don't let your past determine your future. So to anybody that has a hard upbringing or is having a hard time now, channel that into your future.
He made it, it's awesome. He's got everything he wants. He's got a family. He does something he loves. He's got all of these sponsors. He's got fans. Even the children in this neighborhood keep coming up and ask him when he's coming. He succeeded. I'm very proud of him.
If you would have told 6-year-old me that I'd be traveling across the world skating in XGames and all these crazy contests, I wouldn't have believed you. You can't slow down once you've made it.
That's what's so rad about Joslin. He has never stopped filming. He's never stopped being in the streets. He just loves skateboarding.
Skateboarding has taught me patience, it's taught me determination, it's taught me persistence. All the character traits I have today have been taught to me through skateboarding. except for discipline. That one came from Grandma.